These next few days change everything for the Toronto Blue Jays. They took the first game of a 4-game series against the New York Yankees. They looked great last night, and Anthony Volpe bailed them out a little bit, so the gap is now 2 games between the Jays and the Yankees for first place in the American League East. We'll break down how this changes everything and what the Blue Jays need to do to stay afloat and become buyers at the deadline on this episode of 3 Up, 3 Down. Welcome in, everybody, to 3 Up, 3 Down. I'm your host, Peter Vryonis, and before we get into the video, happy Canada Day to all of my Canadian viewers and listeners out there. And, it's a great day. It's always awesome on Canada Day because the Blue Jays play an afternoon game and it gives you something to do throughout the holidays. So happy Canada Day once again. Let's get into the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. But the Jays and Yankees are currently in the middle of a 4-game series. The Blue Jays took game 1 by a narrow margin of 5-4, and it was a fantastic game. I mean, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Just in that game alone, showing that he is a big game player and he is someone that the Blue Jays can rely upon to get those big-time hits against tough opponents. The Jays are going to be in tough today as Max Fried, arguably the best pitcher in Major League Baseball this season, is going to be taking the bump for the Yankees against Kevin Gausman, who looked great in his last outing, 8 shutout innings. So it should be a pitcher's duel. I expect a low-scoring game. But let's take a look at the outlook of the other 2 games remaining in this series. It's going to be Jose Barrios and Will Warren tomorrow. And then in the final match of the 4-game series, it's going to be Clark Schmidt against Chris Bassett, who got roughed up in his last outing for the Jays. So you look at that, and today, I give the edge in the pitching matchup to Max Fried. So the Jays are going to be in tough. They're going to have to get some contributions up and down that lineup, and I'm going to circle one player in particular, Ernie Clement, who has been crushing left-handed pitching this season. He is going to be crucial in today's game against one of the best left-handers that the game has to offer today in Max Fried. So Ernie Clement is the one that I'm circling on my radar today if I'm a Toronto Blue Jay fan. And then we fast forward to tomorrow's game, Jose Barrios against Will Warren. I give Barrios the slight edge in that matchup, as well as Chris Bassett the edge in the matchup against Clark Schmidt. Now, you could argue that Bassett, 4.2 ERA or whatever it is, but that ERA skyrocketed due to a poor outing last time around. But he's a professional. I'm sure he's lost sleep over that bad outing, and he is going to get back on track and help the Blue Jays ultimately win that series. So this is crucial. I mentioned the 2-game gap between the 2 teams, the Yankees and the Jays, for first place in the AL East. And the Jays have some work to do here. Anthony Santander seems to be on his way back. He is going to start facing live pitching very soon, and that is a welcome sight for the Blue Jays. Now, he wasn't performing well before that, but the truth remains that he was your number 1 acquisition this offseason. He was supposed to be that big thumper in the middle of your lineup, and it just hasn't worked out for them as of yet. But I expect Anthony Santander to come back, hit his stride. The weather is warm now, and he's going to be ready to go, primed for a stretch run here to help the Jays get back to the playoffs after missing it last season. So I'm excited to see him back. I'm excited to see how Max Scherzer continues to progress despite some thumb inflammation and some thumb soreness after yesterday's outing, but he should be okay for his next turn in the rotation. I mean, the Blue Jays are looking good. They're playing really good baseball, and they have a chance to keep it going today on Canada Day against Max Fried and the New York Yankees, who let it go yesterday. The Yankees let that one slip away yesterday against the Jays, and the Jays are going to be thankful, but the truth remains that Vladdy had 3 RBIs and came up with a massive hit to give the Blue Jays their 4th and 5th runs in the game yesterday. But that'll wrap it up for this episode of 3 Up, 3 Down. Again, happy Canada Day to all of my Canadians out there. Go Blue Jays today. I'm really hoping for a Jays win. It should be an electric atmosphere. I know that there's a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. jersey giveaway at the Rogers Center. So I can't even begin to imagine at what time people were starting to line up today. But should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. First pitch is in about a few hours at the time of recording. So enjoy this. Enjoy the moment. Happy Canada Day, and make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. Go Jays. This series has been a lot of fun, and we're only one game into it. Who knows what the rest of the 3 games hold, but we'll find out, and we will find out later today as Kevin Gausman faces off against Max Fried. Happy Canada Day once again, and I will see you all tomorrow.